Good. I'm Vlad. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Cartified. We are the company behind a blockchain-based game, War Riders. It's the post-apocalyptic MMO game of mining cryptocurrency and blowing up cars. So a little bit about our company. We were created in 2015, based in Washington, D.C. We went through one of the top 5 accelerators in the US, and we're venture funded by ERA and AU, a venture fund. So today I'm going to tell you a little bit about our awesome game. I'll show you our cinematic gameplay trailer. I'm pretty sure you've seen some of the gameplay video on the screens around the venue today. And then I'll talk a little bit about our experience designing and building smart contracts for our game, and some of the pitfalls, mistakes to avoid, and some of the tips. So this is our awesome team, and without any further ado, I'd like to introduce you to War Riders.
Our world was green and beautiful, and now it's just sand and salt. In this chaos, humanity has been pushed to near extinction and struggling to survive. All the memories I have left are filled with the sounds of roaring engines, the smell of gunpowder, and gun oil. All other form of money is gone, except benzene, the last digital currency on Earth. And all people do in this sandpit is kill each other for it. But hey, when it comes to me and what's mine, I'll do the same damn thing to get it. So if you see me on the sand, stay out of my way.
There you go. So that's the game. You just mine crypto and kill each other. That's all we do. So just to get an understanding how much you guys know about the cryptocurrency space and smart contracts, raise your hand if you know what is the immutable smart contract on the Ethereum blockchain. Or a few people, okay. Multi-signature wallet, all right. More, all right. 325 times 45. All right, just kidding. Just checking if you're still awake. All right. So while the secondary market turnover for gaming skins is going well above $50 billion, popular games like Fortnite are reportedly generating $2 to $3 billion in revenue. That's massive, right? But who here knows what's the percentage of players who spend at least some money on the in-game Fortnite purchases? Whoever's going to guess right or closer is going to get War Rider shirt, the one that I'm wearing now. All right. 17%. How much? 60? All right. 35? 75? 55? 66? All right, so it's 68.8%. You get the shirt. And this is a free-to-play game. That's a hell of a conversion, right? This is only on in-game item purchases, such as skins and stuff. For example, the most expensive War Riders vehicle was sold for $2,200. And most of our exclusive cars were selling for anywhere from $500 and $1,000. So you can actually fund your game, and this could be enough for your in-game revenue. Just some stats: we sold more than 4,000 vehicles since last fall, and we're the top 5 most valuable token according to OpenSea. So now you guys understand how important it is to design your smart contracts right, because if you don't do this correctly, you're going to mess up your entire in-game economy. So hopefully I will give you some tips and tricks today how to do this correctly. The first and one of the most important, the most important tip is to figure out if immutability of a contract is essential for your game or not. Immutability essentially means that you cannot change your contract later. You deploy it, and that's it. It's set in stone. You can't upgrade it, and so on and so forth. It's good for the players because they you essentially lay out the terms of the contract for them, and they know how the economy is going to operate. It's bad for you because the market is evolving and you can't run upgrades on your contract. For instance, in War Riders, we have our core pre-order contract where all the cars are being sold through that contract, and we have some supplemental contracts that are being attached to that contract. So our core pre-order contract is immutable and it's bulletproof. So tip number 2 is to make your core contracts bulletproof and connect other contracts to it. If you believe that immutability is not important for your players, then go with upgradable contracts. Don't forget about the business side. This is very important. Figure out your target audience. Who are they? What are they? What do they like to play? How much money they make? Ask how much they're willing to pay for your product because you're going to be implementing that in your smart contract. Calculate your profit margins. See if it's even going to be profitable for you because market unit economics actually matter when you're designing skins or 3D items. Make sure the numbers add up. Build a business revenue model. You will be surprised how many people actually don't do that. Put some numbers together in the Excel spreadsheet, and you can later benchmark your performance against it. Account for any currency volatility. You know, Ether is very volatile. What's going to happen if it's going to go up or down? Account for any giveaways, etc. And teamwork, another important thing. Make sure the engineers work closely with business people. In our case, engineers didn't always understand what business people were telling them. QA and audit your contracts and deploy a company multisig. Multisig is essentially a wallet that requires you to have multiple signatures in order to prove a transaction. So make sure that your money, isn't stolen by hackers, keep your keys in a safe place and require multiple signatures. And of course, hash out any legal concerns. So ask your security attorney. So just to recap, immutable or upgradable decided early on. Core contracts should be bulletproof. Know your target audience. Price survey, calculate your profit margins, build a business revenue model, account for any currency volatility, giveaways, and make sure engineers work with business people and understand them. QA your contracts, multi-sig, of course, and any legal concerns. So our website is warriders.com. You can, there's still a pre-order campaign going on. You can still get your vehicles, get your bundles. Our Twitter is at warriders. We'll always be happy to chat with you. And if you have any questions, here's my personal email. Partnerships, investments, media can shoot me an email directly. So with that, I'll take a few questions. Go ahead. You mean in terms of age or experience? So we are after the mainstream players, and our game is full-on 3D, and we're marketing it as being one of the first real gaming experiences with the client on PC and later on mobile. So we do want to be more and more go more and more towards the mainstream players and not focus it on the blockchain only, because the most important part in our game is mining cryptocurrency, but it doesn't necessarily have to be so that cryptocurrency is all around your game. So we do believe that the cryptocurrency is going to have mainstream adoption, but it's not necessarily that people are only going to be going into our game only for crypto. So the biggest challenges is that the market is definitely very small. So onboarding regular gamers into the blockchain ecosystem is definitely challenging right now. We've streamlined our onboarding process. We implemented Bitski, which is, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of it today, which is a wallet that doesn't require MetaMask or any kind of Web3 compatible browser, and explaining people what it is and how to operate it and why they need a wallet and why they need a gaming account separately is a bit challenging. But overall, the community has been very receptive to us, and we didn't spend a lot of money marketing our game just because we were early on. But there's still challenges, and going after mainstream gamers is going to be a lot of work, a lot of UX polishing, but we'll get there. I think certainly. So we don't have millions of dollars in our bank account right now, and we're being very conservative in how we spend our money. We're trying to engage community in order to promote our game. But if we were to place an ad on national television, like Broncos did, for instance, maybe we will gain more traction. But again, it will come with testing. Right now, we do have a nice community, nice tight community that's providing us feedback while we're finishing up the game, and that's one of the most important things for us right now.